Hey, what is going on, guys? This is the SS Ultimate Goku back with another video, and oh boy. So, CM Punk lost to Ricky Starks in the Owen Hart tournament finals, and, I'm just going to say right now it was a dumb decision. Not because of the accolade or whatever, because Punk doesn't really need the accolade, but literally CM Punk is being presented as the real world champion. Like, he has the bag, he has the belt in the bag, and he's being presented as the guy. And yet, you have him lose. Also, I'm just going to point this out right here, and I don't give a damn what anyone says, but Ricky Starks didn't win the match because the referee clearly saw that his arm was on the ropes. Now, this was probably a botch, but nonetheless, I cannot unsee that. The referee clearly saw Ricky Starks holding the ropes, which should have nullified the victory. And I hate those when those things happen. It was clearly botched, but nonetheless, it happened. Everyone saw it. You know, the referee clearly saw Ricky Starks holding the ropes. Ricky Starks held onto the ropes too long is basically what happened. And the referee turned around and saw it, and then he still gave him the victory. But like I said, I don't agree with the decision here because, again, you could have turned Ricky Starks heel by having Punk still win. By literally having Starks, like, beat him up after he wins. You know, they do the shake hand thing and then just turns on him. Could have done that. I just don't think, especially where you want to go with this, where you go now. Punk said in his return promo, literally said in his return promo, somebody needs to step up. I'm still the champion until somebody can step up, in his promo. And yet Ricky Starks basically cheated to beat him, but he still beat him. So this diminishes the whole thing he just said. In a storyline perspective, especially if we're supposed to go to MJF. When is this whole thing with MJF and Punk gonna arise about him being the champion? The whole bag thing. Is that supposed to lead to Ricky Starks being like, "Oh, I'm better than you" or whatever? I don't fucking know. But I think it would have been better to have Starks lose here and him turn heel after the match. I think that would have made more sense for a storyline perspective. But I'm just going to say this right now. AEW needs to seriously stop with the... they need to stop with the whole, finish, just do it as we intended the finish to happen, even though the botches happen. Because a year ago, the whole Jade Cargill thing happened where she, didn't kick out when the bunny pinned her or whatever. It was clearly a 1-2-3 for the bunny, but the referee intentionally stopped the count because Jade didn't kick out and she was supposed to. If that had been me, I would have just given the victory to the bunny because it's Jade Cargill's job to kick out. If you do not do your job, guess what? The other person wins. You can't be like... You have to improvise on stuff like that if they fuck up like that. You can't just be like, oh, we're just going to fucking just, stop it and try to do the finish that we were supposed to do. I don't like those things, and I don't like what they did here, where the referee clearly saw that Ricky Starks was holding onto the ropes. Um, I didn't like the execution of this at all to begin with. If you're gonna have Punk lose, I think it would have been better to just have Samoa and Joe come out, which was what one of the theorizing ideas were. Uh, I just didn't like this decision. I like Ricky Starks, and I know Ricky Starks did an interview back, I think, in February or March that he still wanted to work with CM Punk and liked CM Punk. So, I mean, that's why this whole match between him and Punk happened to begin with, because, Starks had been pushing for this, and obviously when Punk came back, he wanted to work with him still. So that's why they did this match to begin with. But at the same time, I did not like the way they went about this. It was a good match. I was quite surprised at some of the stuff that happened in the match. The spear outside the ring thing, and then right when he takes him in, I thought it was going to be a counter into a GTX, but instead he actually went for the whole Roman Reigns style spear thing or whatever, but and I was like, wait, what the and then when he fucking flipped him over into like a guillotine. I was like, oh, wow, this is going really different than I thought it would go. Plus, of course, obviously, the opening match with FTR, over an hour match was very well done, too. Don't worry, guys. Despite Dave Meltzer's biasness of not having it be a 5-star match because it wasn't in Japan or didn't involve any of the elite members, yes, guys, it was 100% a 5-star match. Just don't listen to con artist Dave Meltzer. Just don't listen to him. Just don't acknowledge him anymore, because we know he's been a con artist for over 50 years. But anyways, in terms of this, the main event match here at Collision, yeah, I don't agree with the decision. It was a good match. It might lead to something. It might lead to another match. But I don't really think this would be a good Wembley match or all-in whatever. Like I said, I don't know what they're planning for Punk to do at all-in. But, excuse me. I don't know what they're planning on Punk to do for all-in, but all out has got to be Punk MJF. That's all I know. And they're a week apart, in Chicago and stuff like that. It's got to be Punk MJF. So, like, I just don't know where you go from here, unless they have another match next week. But I think you'd have to build to that, since Ricky Starks clearly just turned heel. Yeah, I just don't know where you go. I really don't like this decision. As much as we keep talking about this and the way the ending went, God. Also, by the way, David Benoit was actually in the front seat too at this event. So, Punk hugged him or whatever. But that was one thing to note as well. Look, guys, I don't know. I think it was the wrong decision. Let me know what you guys think. You guys think this was the right decision or wrong decision? Where do you think this goes from here? I'm really kind of confused, because especially with the whole bag thing, him declaring that he's the real champion. How's he supposed to go forward if he's feuding with Starks instead of MJF? You know what I mean? I don't know, guys. Comment, rate, if you like this video, videos, please subscribe. That's about it, guys. I am the Ultimate Goku Modern. Peace.